dead birds on the farm, increase in feed prices, market fluctuations in terms of egg price, and finally, lack of experience in the farming process. These are some of the challenges every beginner farmer out there won't miss on their farm. So let's explore them one by one in this video, guys. So welcome back, guys. My name is Will Blair, and if you're new to the channel, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel and leave a like for the video. Now, in dealing with the production, guys, there's a point in the production period where you have to face those some of the challenges I've just mentioned above, the three of them. But the least to say is that I've actually gone through all of them, guys. And for the experience part, guys, it takes a lot of experience to actually face or rather face these challenges, so that at the end of the day or at the end of that phase you're able to actually succeed in the process or in the production business, guys. Now this may seem like a more of a lecture, guys, but I'll take the shortest time possible to actually explain this to the beginners, guys. If you are thinking of beginning poultry farming, or you're thinking of venturing into poultry as a business in this case, so this you have to stick around for this video to the end, guys, to actually know what actually you actually need to actually succeed in this business, guys. So to start off, guys, let's consider the market business, guys. The market fluctuations in this case. If you are about to sell a product, it is most likely, guys, that you will experience differences in terms of pricing. So if you're starting out a business, guys, any business, forget about our profit, guys, any business out there, you have to consider the market, guys, because markets play a very crucial role when it comes to selling your product. So your sales will actually be determined by the market conditions there, and they fluctuate a lot. So if you are venturing into the production business, in this case poultry, and you are thinking that maybe when in this month the eggs are this period, or the eggs are selling at this particular amount, maybe let's say 400 shillings at this particular time, but that is the number you're using at this particular time. But when it comes to the maybe 5-6 months from now, the price will be different, because the prices keep changing. So you don't want to keep it fixed at that particular time. If you are doing your calculations, guys, before you venture into the business, you don't want to use the current prices to actually calculate your profits. You have to use the pick. I actually suggest you pick the least possible number that you think a tray of eggs will go for, before uh, instead of picking the current, using the current figures, guys, because you don't want to use the current figures. They keep changing. That's the problem. Now when it comes to diseases, guys, you have to consider the disease on the farm, guys, because you are likely to face diseases. Any person who's starting a business, a poultry business, guys, is likely to face those challenges in terms of vaccinations, challenges to do with diseases, guys, and they are there to stay. Like everybody starting out this kind of business has to go through that disease phase. So there's just a phase in the production business, guys, when you just have to face diseases in your farm, guys. So if you are thinking of starting this farm, or starting your small farm there of 50, maybe 20, 30 or 50 chickens, guys, you have to consider diseases, because they play a very crucial role in the production, such that if they are present, they will actually wipe out all your chicks, guys. And that is a problem. It's a problem that most of us have to face. All of us will actually eventually have to face. It's something you cannot hide from. Diseases are very important, guys, because they sort of teach you, they teach you, put you through the learning curve, and you have to make sure that you actually go through it. Now when it comes to experience, guys, it is the best, as they say, experience is the best teacher. And it is true. It is actually the best teacher, because it teaches you a lot of things. Most important things, guys, most of the important things you learn in the poultry production, guys, comes in actually through experience. So you have to go through experiences in terms of vaccination, experiences in terms of buying feeds, mixing your own feeds if you are doing that, experiences in terms of maybe where to sell if you are doing sales on your own. So it brings out a lot. That's the experience. It brings out a lot in terms of production, guys, says that it is actually the best teacher. That's what I can say about that. It's actually the best teacher. You just have to go through that. Now when it comes to disease, guys, you have to make sure that you have to put a lot of effort in learning about that particular disease, or those chicken disease. If not all of them, guys, just most of them. Most of the ones that you have been recommended for vaccinations, guys, you make sure you learn about them. At this point, guys, the information is so much. We have so much information out there that you just have to learn, guys. It is so simple, it's so available. I'm recording this with my phone, and I can use this small gadget, to get the best of the information out there on the internet, guys. It's free. You can watch lots of YouTube videos like this one that I'm doing. And if you are not into reading, understand that there are people out there who are not actually into reading, because opening a website, and then because there are tons of websites out there, and you just have to scroll through them to find the that particular information that you need. And some people don't have time for that, but they like well put together videos, maybe like this one, which are maybe straight to the point or well explained. They just want to watch that, and then they'll be done with that, you see. So that's, you can actually subscribe for that particular purpose, and like the video, guys. You can actually share it so that other people benefit from this experience. Now when it comes to diseases, guys, I actually recommend you read a lot about the disease, so that you get the best of the best of the best of that knowledge, guys, in terms of that controlling, in terms of the type of disease it is, the name of the disease. Does this have signs and symptoms? You have to learn that. You have to learn the the treatment. Is it something viral? Is it something viral? Is it something bacterial? So that you know what to treat, how to treat it, how to vaccinate it, if it's a vaccine that controls the disease, you see. So you have to get into that information before you actually start bringing your chicks to the farm, guys, because some of us didn't actually start with this information, and we brought in chicks as somehow you just randomly you're just like okay, forget about it, I'll just start a farm. You don't want to venture into this kind of business, guys, with that kind of attitude, guys. You just have to, you need information, guys. You need plenty of information out there about diseases. Now, considering all those factors I've just mentioned, guys, if you consider the market fluctuations, which is another big thing, guys, if you are doing the sales. Now, forget about calculating the profits, guys. You have to look at the sales that you're going to make from that particular business, guys. Now, considering the fact that markets play a very important role in terms of production, because whatever you produce, you have to sell it. You can't have dead stock, guys, hanging around in your storage room, guys. You need the product to be moving at a very steady speed. If I'm producing 500 trays, 1,000 trays of eggs, I can't keep all that eggs actually in a store, guys. They have to be moving, because if I'm producing that huge a number of eggs, it means my costs are very high, guys. My costs in terms of production costs are very high. Therefore, I need money to be flowing into the business as steady as possible, so that we can continue with the production. So if you are thinking of doing the sales, guys, on your own, and I recommend, there are times in the business when the market fluctuates on its own, and there's nothing you can do about it, because you're just one of the many players, many of the thousands or millions of players in the business, guys. So you just have to move with the line, guys. You can't control, because if you sell your products at the highest possible price compared to what the market is offering, people won't buy your product. It's just simple. People won't buy your product if it's very highly priced. Now, on the other hand, if you are selling at the lowest, it means mostly fluctuation occurs when the prices are very high, guys. Rather, inflation occurs when the prices are very high, and therefore with inflation, it means the prices of most of the goods that you will be using in production are very high, and it means you just have to sell the product at the market, at the rate the market is offering, so that you don't make a loss. If you sell below what the market is offering, you actually make a loss. And depending on the production level that you have, maybe you can sell at the lowest price if you want to maybe get rid of a dead stock or stock that has just been piling up in your business, and maybe that's the main reason you want to get rid of that stock. But if you are selling, rather, if you are moving with the market prices, you just have to make sure that you are selling with what the market offers, to make sure you get some experience, make sure you get some knowledge. It's very important before you start a business, before you bring in your chicks, make sure you get some of that experience, guys. Now, I'll recommend that you start with maybe a smallest number of chickens possible. If you are into poultry, guys, you start with the smallest number of birds possible. You maybe 20, maybe 30. You start with that, so that before within 6 months of within a year, you are able to learn, you are able to get some of that experience, you're able to gain most of that experience in terms of vaccination, in terms of disease control, in terms of sales, if you are doing layer production, or if you are doing broilers in this case. And that will actually help you to actually gain a lot of these what we call general experience in the production business, so that the next cycle of production you are able to actually manage all these diseases, all these sales issues, and all these fluctuations in terms of prices, guys.